All right, so they just unveiled a 12-foot statue a couple of days ago in Times Square of a black woman. I need to say this clearly, so hear me out. The statue is not a tribute, it's an insult. The artist says it's about representation. But representation of what exactly? She's clearly overweight, with her hands on her hips, postured like she's ready to fight someone at a gas station, postured like she's one of them ladies at the DMV in Brooklyn, New York, on DeKalb Avenue. You guys know which one. Remember when you was trying to get your license? When you were 21, 22 years old, they kept telling you, you don't have enough paperwork. You don't have the right paperwork. That's what that looks like. It's not elegance. And it's definitely not strength, or it does not exude dignity. You want to honor black women? Where's a statue of the healthy, educated, graceful, feminine, beautiful woman? The one who cares and carries herself with class, not aggression. The one who takes care of her body and her mind. The one who builds families and legacies. Where's that? This isn't about body shaming. This is about standards and respect. But every time we see art representing black women, whether it be statues or Hollywood, hip hop, it's loud, aggressive, and unhealthy women wrapped in some buzzword like empowerment. Now, here's the part that they always run to, that art is somehow subjective. It is not. There's trash, and then there's beautiful works of art. There's art that will provoke thought, will make you engage in conversation, and then there's art like this. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I will go ahead and look at what these articles say. CBS, of course, they wrote an article about it, and a few people commented on it. It says here, me being a plus-size black woman, I was kind of looking at it like, I wonder what me, as a small child, would have thought looking at something like that. And I guarantee you, as a small child, you'd have been like, why is she so angry? She looks like my teacher yelling at us when we're in class. That's what she would have said. It goes on. The sculpture is part of a series called Grounded in the Stars, which organizers say confronts preconceived notions of identity and representation. Whatever. Another person says, it's a plus-size woman. I'm a plus-size man. I'm African-American. It's an African-American woman statue, Woodson said. So just seeing another piece for me to stop and have a moment with was very powerful to me. You're a beta man. That's a very feminine thing to say of you, sir. I'm going to leave that there. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that there. If you look at the eyes, it's looking straight at something. It's focused. It's purposeful. In what way? What is she looking at? The statue is fake. It doesn't make sense. It's a fictional character. It's a poor representation of black women. The black women I know that are beautiful, successful, and feminine would have garnered way more attention, way more positive attention than that. Let's look at what the artist and who the artist is. This is the artist here, Thomas J. Price from London, of course. I wonder who were the financiers for this project. I wonder what they thought. Oh, this is really going to piss them off. Because that's what this is. This is just a mockery of what black women are today. That's all it is. This is not the standard by no definition. Jesse Waters had something to say.
And erect their own statues.
Of course. Let's look at what he has to say.
Square, a giant statue of a black woman just went up. And when I heard about the statue, I was open-minded. American heroes come in all shapes and sizes. Who is this woman? What did she do to get a statue? A nice one, too. Nothing. This isn't a real person. It's a DEI statue. The sculptor says she's a fictional character who's meant to contrast the statues of white men in Times Square, like Father Duffy, a World War I hero who actually accomplished something. The artist calls this fake lady a modern-day David. The contrapposto pose of her body and the ease of her stance is a subtle nod to Michelangelo.
This is what they want you all to look like and be okay with it.
Not sure what this statue's celebrating. If you were going to put up a fake statue, why not make her happy and healthy? Not slap a big scowl on her face and her hands on her hips. This is what they want us to aspire to be? If you work hard, you can be overweight and anonymous? They don't like real statues because it reminds them of our society's merit-based system. They want a society based on equity, where achievement isn't celebrated, equal outcomes are. So they celebrate mediocrity instead of triumph. Our nation has hundreds of statues honoring black Americans, as we should. Harriet Tubman, Duke Ellington, Jackie Robinson, Rosa Parks. We could go on and on and on. But they've built a statue in Times Square. They could have done it for Michelle Obama or Kamala Harris or Oprah Winfrey. Usually you have to earn a statue.
I'll pass. I'll pass on the Kamala Harris. I'll pass on the Oprah Winfrey. I'll pass on all of them. We don't need statues of those Hollywood, out-of-touch people, corrupt politicians. Nah, we don't need that. All right? You want to put up a statue of everyday common folk, it could have been something way better than that. With that being said, I'm going to leave that there. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace out.